Imagine this. It's a Sunday morning at home. Your child jumps off the sofa and shouts, "Look, I'm flying like a superhero." At the same time, your dog is running around and barking happily. You are stirring your coffee, trying to take a sip before it gets cold. Then someone calls, "Hello, can you help me find the keys?" All these things, jumping, flying, barking, stirring, calling, are actions. And the words that show these actions are called verbs. Now think about telling the same story without using verbs. My child, sofa. The dog, tail. I, coffee. Confusing, right? That's because verbs are the words that tell us what is happening. They help us understand the story and make our sentences super clear. Hey everyone, welcome to PlanetSpark, where we make learning super easy. But before we start, do not forget to hit the bell icon and subscribe to PlanetSpark so that you never miss out on any update. Today, we will talk about verbs, the words that show actions and make our sentences come alive. I also have an interesting quiz waiting for you towards the end of the video, so make sure you watch carefully till the end and test what all you have learned later in the quiz. So what exactly is a verb? A verb is a word that tells us what someone or something is doing or what state they are in. Verbs are super important because they bring our sentences to life. Without verbs, we wouldn't know what is happening in a sentence. Now, you must be thinking why verbs are important and why it is important for everyone to understand verbs. Well, verbs are the engines of language. They help you share stories, describe what is happening, and just express feelings. When you understand verbs, you can build stronger sentences and communicate more clearly, whether you're writing, speaking, and even reading out stories. Now let's dive into the different type of verbs and understand them with examples. In this video, we will be talking about action verbs, stative verbs, and also about main and helping verbs. Now just keep that in mind that helping verbs are also known as auxiliary verbs. Now there are more types of verbs which we will be discussing in our upcoming videos. Starting off with action verbs. Now action verbs are the words that show what someone or something is doing. They're all about movement or actions. Something you can see or imagine happening. Let's take some examples. The baby laughs. Now here, the baby laughs. Laugh is a verb because it shows what the baby is doing. Laughing is an action you can see or hear. So when there is an action, it's a verb. He paints a picture. Now here, paints is a verb because it tells us what he is doing. He is painting. It's an action. We play football. Now here, what is the action? Play. So play is a verb because it is an action. And whenever we talk about action, it is always an action verb. Now action verbs are usually easy to spot because they answer the question what is happening or what is someone doing. So it's always about answering these two questions. Next is stative verbs. Now stative verbs basically mean state of being. Some verbs describe a state, how someone feels, what they think, what they own. These are called state verbs or stative verbs. They don't show movement, but they tell us about a condition or a feeling or maybe a state of being. Now let's take some examples. She knows the answer. Now here, what is the state of being? Knows. So knows is a verb because it tells us what is happening in her mind. This is not a physical action, but she has knowledge. I believe you. Now believe is a verb because it shows what I think or feel. It's not something you can see, but it is still important part of the sentence because it is the state of being. He has a new bike. Now here has is a verb because it tells us about possession. He owns a bike. So that's his possession. Even though there is no action, it describes his state. He has a bike. They are friends. Now here are is a verb because it tells us about their relationship or state of being friends. Now, state verbs answer questions like what do you think, how do you feel, what do you know, what do you have. Main verbs and helping verbs. Now, let's talk about how verbs sometimes work together in teams. Main verbs are the most important verbs in the sentence. They show the main action or state. Helping verbs, on the other hand, which are also known as auxiliary verbs by the way, are like assistants. They help the main verb by showing when something happens or making the meaning more clearer. Now let's understand main and helping verb with the help of some examples. She is running fast. Now here running is the main verb because it tells us the action, what she is doing. Is the helping verb. It helps running by showing that the action is happening right now. We have finished our homework. Finished is the main verb because it tells us what we did. Have is the helping verb because it helps finish by showing that the action is complete. He can swim. Now here swim is the main verb because it tells us what he is able to do. Can is the helping verb because it helps swim by showing ability. Helping verbs include words like is, am, are, was, were, has. Have, had, can, will, shall and more. They work with the main verbs to give us extra information about time, possibility or necessity. Alright, so now let's test your knowledge based on whatever we have studied so far. Identify the verbs in the following sentences and let's see how many of you can get them right. She reads a book every night. Identify the verb. Options are book, every, reads, both A and C. The correct answer is reads because that is an action. They are playing football in the park. Are playing football, both A and B. Correct answer is both option A and B because are is the helping verb and playing is the main verb. He feels happy about his exam results. Option A, happy. Option B, feels. Option C, exam. Both B and C. Correct answer is option B, feels, because that is an action, that is the state of being. We will visit the museum tomorrow. Options are will, visit, museum, both A and B. Correct answer is option D, both A and B, because will is the helping verb and visit is the main verb. Comment down your total score and also try to write a sentence using both auxiliary and action verbs together. Auxiliary means helping verb. That's all for today. If you like this video, do not forget to hit the like button, leave a comment below and do not forget to subscribe to PlanetSpark for more such videos.